Even before he was elected and became Pope Benedict XVI, Joseph Ratzinger faced a scandal unlike any the Roman Catholic Church had ever endured, reaching around the world and into the heart of the Church itself. Sex crimes against Catholic children committed by the Church's own ordained priests, overlooked or even enabled by figures in the Church hierarchy. It was John Paul II who brought Ratzinger to Rome to serve as his prefect of the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith and handle the unfolding scandal. John Paul has been widely criticized for moving slowly to acknowledge just how common the crimes had been and how many of them had been hidden.
Pope Benedict inherited a terrible mess from John Paul II. John Paul II was slow in understanding and accepting the reality of the sex abuse crisis. He just he couldn't comprehend it.
As Pope, Benedict met with victims and apologized for the crimes committed against them, but the anger only grew.
He said and did many of the right things, but they had very, very little effect on the issue in general. The victims who are out there still are unhealed.
Victims brought criminal charges against priests, and they brought a complaint for crimes against humanity in the International Criminal Court against Pope Benedict himself. And allegations kept emerging, at least one raising questions about the Pope's own judgment in a case close to home. One accusation is that while serving as the Archbishop of Munich, he allowed a priest with a history of abuse to be reassigned to a parish where he went on to harm more children. The Archdiocese of Munich had initially placed full responsibility on Ratzinger's deputy. In 2011, Amnesty International added the Holy See to its rogues list of rights abusers for the first time, criticizing it for widespread evidence of sexual abuse and what it called an enduring failure to address it. And even the government of Ireland, a nation culturally rooted in Catholicism, condemned the Church for what it called a cover-up. Benedict led the Church with a clear vision and a strong hand, but he didn't end the abuse scandal. It survives as a stain on the Catholic Church and a legacy to his eventual successor. Jonathan Mann, CNN.